Good morning, guys. Vamshi, can you please inform others to join? Guys, could you please inform others also to join? Because it's already 6 minutes. So, can anyone tell me what we discussed in the last class? Yes, rule number 25. Guys, please unmute and speak. Purna sir, are you able to hear me? Hello. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can anyone tell me what we discussed in the last class? I think I've given you some tasks.
Dipper and clamper.
I think I've given you some tasks. Have you finished it? Or any more doubts with that? Yes.
Sir, you have
Any
given
doubt?
assignment, sir. You have given assignment, no,
Yes.
sir.
I've given
We can
assignment.
write it. We can write in this note also, sir. From
Yes. It's your wish. At the same time, I've asked you to solve some of the problems on this clampers also. So what is the answer for this? For positive clamper? I asked you to solve some of the problems based on clampers. Anyone? So how to solve this? Positive clamper? What is meant by clamper? First you tell me that.
Which removes
Clamper.
Shifts the
shift waveform to upward or downward.
upward or down.
Yes, it's at DC value, which is nothing but shift either up or down. What is the trick to identify this? How can you say that it is a positive or else negative?
From P to PN junction, from
P2 and
if
diode
it is
direction.
upwards, then it is positive.
Okay, it is facing upward, so it is
Positive tip. Clamper.
okay. It is positive clamper. So let us solve this. So first, in case number 1, do we need to forward bias the diode or reverse bias the diode?
Forward.
Okay, in order to forward bias, should I consider positive cycle or negative cycle?
Positive.
Positive.
Why positive? Okay, suppose if I consider positive, it will look something like this: positive and negative. So positive terminal, this is negative terminal. So is it forward biased or reverse biased?
Reverse bias.
It is reverse biased. So first my intention is I want to forward bias this. So what is the case?
Negative cycle.
That's it. So I need to consider
Negative cycle.
negative cycle. Let me erase this.
Sir, we are not getting your PPT, sir.
You will see it. It might take some time. So here I need to forward bias. So negative to negative, positive to positive. Here it is negative, here it is positive. Now tell me how will be the direction of flow of current? In clockwise direction or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Okay, it will be something like this. So the diagram will look something like this. So capacitor, diode is short circuit or open circuit?
Short circuit.
Short circuit. So here I'm considering negative and positive. So apply KVL and tell me the answer. What will be the V out? V output will be 0 volt. Now direction is something like this. So this is negative, this is positive. Here VI, at the same time it is positive and negative VC. Yes, rule number 20. Can you tell me the KVL for this? KVL. Yes, rule number 20. If you won't respond, simply I'll mark as absent. Rule number 20. Rule number 14. Rule number 14. Can you tell me KVL for this? Tanvi,
Yes, sir.
KVL.
Plus VI.
So first I'll start from here. Negative minus V out.
Minus V out plus VC
Okay.
minus VI.
Minus VI is equal to 0.
To 0.
So I got V out as 0. So substitute minus 0 plus VC.
Plus VC minus VI is equals to
Okay.
0.
VC will
VC
be
is
VI.
equals to VI.
So from the graph, what is VI? Suppose let us consider this as plus 10 volt. Here minus 10 volt. Tell me, VI is
10.
how much? 10 volt. So capacitor is charged to 10 volts. So VC is nothing but 10. This is case number 1. Now what I need to do? I need to reverse bias the circuit. So what's the change? So here you remove this part here.
Positive.
So here it will be positive, here it will be negative.
Negative.
Diode will be,
That's it.
that's it. Diode is
That's it.
open circuited.
Open circuit.
Okay, diode is open circuited. Now apply KVL. Here it is positive, here it is negative. Here in case number 1, capacitor is charged or discharged?
Charged.
Charged.
Okay, good. So the polarity will be same.
Same.
Now tell me for case number 2, minus V out.
Plus
Sorry,
V.
direction is in clockwise direction, right?
Right.
So let me erase this. So it is in clockwise direction. Now you tell me plus V out, or else you can consider from here itself minus VC
Minus VC plus V out minus VI.
minus VI is equal to 0.
0.
Okay, what is the value of VC? 10.
10.
10.
V out
0.
minus.
Minus.
No, V out is what we want to find in case number 2. Whereas VI, this is a VI you need to consider. However, it will be same in both the cases. Plus VI is equal to 10 volt, or else minus VI is equal to minus 10 volt.
Minus 10.
However, VI will be 10 only. So minus 10 is equal to 0. So V out minus 20 is equal to 0. So V out is equal to
20.
That's it. So it is clamped in positive direction or negative direction?
Positive direction.
That's it. Why? Because case 2 is positive, whereas case number 1 is negative half cycle. So if I want to draw the diagram here, it will look something like this. Here it will be plus 20 volt, and here it will be 0.
0.
Clear? Or any more doubts with this? Anyone? Let us see one more. Biased negative clamper with positive reference voltage. Can anyone tell me how to solve this?
Node should be connected.
Here you need to consider the direction of diode in clamper from positive to negative. So it is down, moving in downward direction. So it is called as negative.
Negative
Okay.
Negative.
And clockwise, positive to negative, so positive reference.
Right. So it is positive V reference. Now you solve this. Let me draw the diagram. So here I am considering negative clamper with positive reference voltage. So here there will be capacitor, and as it is negative clamper, diode direction will be downward, followed by positive reference. First, my intention is I want to forward bias the diode. So to forward bias, should I consider positive half cycle or negative half cycle
Negative.
for forward biasing the diode?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive half cycle. So here it will be positive, here it will be negative. This is minus and plus, this is V out. Positive and negative VI. So direction is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. So here it will be positive, here it is negative. This is nothing but voltage across capacitor. What will happen to the diode? Short circuit or open circuit?
Short
Short
circuit.
circuit.
Okay. So the diode is short circuited. Diode is short circuited. Now tell me, KVL
KVL
plus VC.
plus VP
Hmm.
plus
Here
V out.
better you consider 2 volt. This is shorted. So you need to consider plus 2 volt here.
Plus
First
2
is plus VC, next plus 2 volt, plus 2 volt, next is
minus VI.
minus VI is equal to 0. This is first thing. And suppose if I'm considering input voltage as 10 volt here also, you substitute. So VC plus 2 volt minus 10.
10.
Minus 8.
So VC is
8
equal to
volt.
8.
8 volt. Here, suppose if I want V out will be 0 or 2 volt.
2 volts.
Good. V out is 2 volt. Because if something is shorted across the output, you need to consider it as 0 volt. But here there is a reference voltage. That's why V output is 2 volt. Now next, here I want to reverse bias the diode. So which cycle?
Negative.
Negative half cycle. Short or open?
Open.
Open.
Open circuited. So diagram will look something like this. So it is negative half cycle capacitor. This is open circuited, positive and negative. Minus plus V out. Vi. Capacitor polarity will be same. Why? Because it is charged. Wait, I'll call some random number. You need to tell me the KVL. Rule number 21. Rule number 21. Can you tell me KVL? If you are not responding, simply I'll mark as absent. Why? Because I got to know that you are just switching on your mobile and you are not listening to the class. So rule number 21 is not responding. Rule number 19.
Sir,
Yes, tell me KVL within this loop. Direction of current is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
anti-clockwise.
Good. Tell me KVL.
Minus V0 minus Vc minus Vi is equals to 0.
Okay, next.
Vc is equals to V0 minus Vc is equal to 8.
Okay. Vi is
is equals to 10.
right. Next.
Minus V0 is equals to 18.
Okay.
V0 is equals to minus 18.
So V out is something 18 volt. Good. This is case number 2. This is case number 1. Case number 1 is for positive half. Case number 2 is for negative half. Now tell me the diagram. See how much I got in positive half cycle. In positive half cycle it is 2 volt. Whereas in negative half cycle it is minus 18 volt. Check here. This is positive half. This is negative half. So in positive half cycle I got 2 volt. It depends upon reference voltage, V reference. Here I'm considering reference voltage as 2 volt. Suppose if reference voltage is 4 volt, I'll get answer something like this. Here I'll get 4 volt. So simply depends upon reference voltage. Next, whereas in case of negative half, I got minus 18 volt. Clear with this or any doubts? Guys, please respond. Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
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 Sir,
Can
if
anyone
it is
tell
two
me?
diodes,
One more change is for you, 2 diodes concept is not there. Only one level circuitry. Suppose if you want to try, better I'll give you that style also. Better you try once. Suppose if you want to deal with 2 diodes, so generally it will be like this. Suppose let us consider first clipper. So who wants to try this? Actually, 2 level circuitry is not there for you. For EC guys, this complete concept will be there. For you, only 1 level circuitry. Means only you need to deal with one diode concept. Suppose if you want to try, you can try. Tell me the answer how to do this.
Sir, it is positive clipper.
Sir, they both are in parallel.
How can you say? Is it positive or negative? See, if I consider this node is connected to P-type or N-type? Diode D1.
P-type.
Okay. Diode D2 is connected to?
N-type.
N-type.
So here, both kinds of clipping will be there. See, suppose if you consider only for diode D1, what will be the output? Only diode D1. Let me change the color. Yes.
Positive clipper.
So suppose if I'm considering some reference voltage also. So better for this, I'll consider positive reference voltage. And here I'll consider negative reference voltage. Say suppose it is 2 volt and here also it is 2 volt. So that first initially you need to draw a line. This is plus 2 volt. Here it will be minus 2 volt. Now you
Minus
tell
2
me
volt.
what will happen for
For
diode D1.
D1 positive clip.
So positive clipper. So all the portion present above the reference voltage will be clipped. Correct?
Yes.
Next. What will happen for diode D2?
D2 negative clipping.
So
Negative.
Below
portion
the
present
reference line.
below reference. So how will be the output if you look at it? At the end, so from here to here I'll get the output. After that it will maintain constant till here. Next I'll get till here. And here it will be constant. It is something like this. Is it right?
Yes.
So this is nothing but 2-level clipper. But for you, 2-level clipper is not there. Suppose if you want to learn, no issue. Simply if you know the concept, you can write it easily. This is nothing but clipper, which is of 2 levels. Means simultaneously, I'm considering 2 diodes. First diode, this is second diode. But it is enough for you to learn only 1 level. That means it is enough if you learn only circuit that contains single diode. That's enough for you. Suppose if you want to try, you can try this. Generally, this is an important concept for EC guys, because mostly this kind of problems only they'll get. Suppose if you are going for gate also, you can expect the same kind of questions. So you're okay with the negative clamper also, right? Now you try this. Here I'm considering reference voltage as negative. Wait, let me call some random number. So rule number 12. Rule number 12. Please respond. I'm marking your numbers here if you're not responding. Rule number 10. Rule number 5.
Yeah.
Yes, tell me. How will you identify?
Downwards.
Downward. So it is negative or positive?
Clamper. Negative clamper.
Okay, next.
And is and from negative to positive. So negative reference, V reference.
Good. So here negative reference means something I need to draw here. This is negative reference. So try in 2 cases. First case, what I need to do? I need to make diode as
Forward.
okay. To forward bias, which cycle you will consider? Positive half cycle or negative half cycle? Okay, so I'm considering positive half cycle. So in positive half cycle, diode is
Short circuit.
short circuited. Okay, next rule number 1. Tell me KVL. Rule number 1. Rule number 2.
minus VB. From here.
Something like this. Okay. Plus VC.
Minus plus VC.
Okay.
Then V plus minus
Minus
VO. V
why
naught.
we know? Because here I'm considering reference voltage, right?
Yes.
So it will be minus 2.
Minus 2.
Next. Simply
Plus
follow
VI.
this arrow direction. Okay.
Minus
Plus VI or minus VI?
Minus VI.
Minus VI. Once again, you tell me.
Plus VC.
Okay.
Minus 2.
Okay.
Plus VI. Minus VI. Minus VI.
Simply you need to follow this arrow direction, because
Yes,
if
sir.
you are taking this as wrong, the entire concept will go wrong again.
Okay, sir.
Next. VC minus 2 volt. Suppose input is 10 volt. Tell me what is VC?
VC equal to plus 12.
Okay, it's 12 volt. What is the meaning of VC is equal to plus 12? Capacitor is charged to
12 volts.
that's it.
12
Capacitor is
charge.
charged to 12 volt. Next,
Yes.
rule number 4. Rule number
Sir.
4. Yes.
Sir.
Tell me for negative half cycle, what will happen in negative half?
Sir, I was absent for last class.
Rule number 4. Okay, you are absent for last class.
Sir.
Rule number 6. Rule number 6. Rule number 7.
Sir.
Yes. Tell me for negative half cycle. Negative half.
So minus 12 also.
Negative half. So here direction will change. For negative half cycle, so it will be minus and it will be positive here. Here capacitor. So diode is facing downward, followed by negative reference voltage. Now you tell me. Yes, rule number 7.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. So tell me the polarity for voltage across capacitor. So the same direction you need to follow. Here it will be positive, here it will be negative.
Negative.
Okay, tell me what is happening to the diode. Short circuit or open circuit?
So open.
Diode is open circuit. Why open circuit? Why it is open circuited? Why not short? Hmm? Why diode is open circuited? Why not short? Rule number 8. Rule number 8. 9. Guys, those are not responding. Simply I'm marking absent for them. So please be responsive.
Hello.
Yes. Why diode is open circuited? Why not short circuited? Yes.
Sir,
Why it is open circuited? Why not short circuited? What is the concept behind it? Forward bias or reverse bias? Next, Devika. Devika, can you please respond? Tanvi?
Yes, sir. Reverse bias.
It is reverse biased. Guys, you are not hearing properly because this is a basic concept. Reverse bias means positive to negative, negative to positive. So that's why it is reverse biased. Under reverse bias case, it acts as open circuit. So here it is open circuited. Open circuited. So direction of current is something which is in anti-clockwise. Yes. Tanvi, can you tell me KVL?
Sir. Plus V out.
Minus plus. This is 2 volt.
Plus 2
Plus.
volts.
Okay.
Minus VC.
Okay.
Plus VI.
Y plus Vi?
No, minus VI.
Minus Vi is equal to 0. Don't get confused with this. So here first I'm going in this direction. First it is plus 2 volt. Next it is minus. Next it will be minus Vi. So I got something like this. Plus 2 volt minus Vc minus Vi is equal to 0. What is the voltage across capacitor Vc? It is
12 volts.
12 volt. So simply
12 volt.
substitute. So plus 2 minus 12. Okay.
VI is equals to 0.
VI is equal to minus
VI
10.
is equals to minus.
Hmm?
VI is equals
So
to minus 10.
is it correct? KVL? It is open circuited. KVL is correct or wrong? Tanvi?
Wrong.
Wrong. Why?
But two because
For
it is
open circuit, 0 we will.
Yes, because it is open circuited, there won't be any flow of current through this path. So this is a common mistake everyone will do in exams also. Now you tell me. So if it is open circuited, there is no point of considering this point also. So simply you need to write it as minus V out minus Vc minus Vi is equal to 0. Now what is happening to this? Is it right now?
Sir, V out will be 0. No?
Why 0? It is open circuited, means simply I'm removing this path. Here there is no need for this path now. So wait, again let me draw because you are getting confused. This is negative and positive. Here it is capacitor. So here it is open circuited and here it is reference voltage. here plus V. So this is nothing but V out. So once if it is open circuited, there won't be any flow of current through it. Whereas initially capacitor is charged to plus and minus. Okay. So this is VC, this is VI. Now you tell me in this way it will go. So KVL. How should I write? Should I consider this reference voltage or else simply should I consider V out? Suppose if
V out.
anything that is
V out.
present across V out, suppose if it is shorted, suppose if this is shorted, then directly you can write V out is equal to 0. This is one way. Suppose if something is shorted and if there is some reference voltage, and again if you want to find V out, then V out will be how much?
2.
Okay, it is correct. So please remember these two concepts, first and second. Now you go here, what is happening here? It is open circuited. Means there is no need of considering this path. Now tell me KVL. Simply follow the direction. First it is minus V out.
Minus V out,
Okay,
minus VC, minus VI.
that's it. Minus V out. What is minus VC? VC is charged to 12 volt. What is input that we are considering? VI is
10.
10
10.
is equal to 0. So minus V out minus 22 is equal to 0. So V out is
equals
minus
to
22
minus
volt.
22 volt.
So only three concepts will be there. This is first one, second, and this is third. Here it is short circuited and here also it is short circuited, whereas here it is open circuited. If there is open circuit, there won't be any flow of current. Okay with this concept? Because everyone will get confused with this case only. If you try to write KVL for this path, then entire concept will go wrong again. Okay. So as a revision, tell me what is voltage division rule? Voltage division rule. Important concept under Zener diode. Total, suppose if I want VTH, total voltage into opposite
By
resistance.
total
That's
resistance.
my total volt.
Total resistance.
Okay. So this formula is very important. Don't forget this. And at the same time, don't get confused with this open circuit concept and short circuit. If it is shorted, something if I want to find at the output, it will be 0. And if this path contains some reference voltage, if I need to find V out, so here V out will be 2 volt. Suppose check the polarity also, it is very important. Now tell me V out for this case. V out will be plus 2 volt or minus 2 volt?
Minus 2 volts.
Yes,
Minus
it is
2
minus
volt.
2 volt. These are the only 4 concepts which you need to be perfect. So better try to learn KVL properly also, because there are different notations and different styles, but simply you follow my notation. It will be very easy for you to understand. Simply you follow the direction of arrow so that you can write KVL easily for any kind of circuitry. So positive clamper. So who solved this question? Positive clamper with positive reference voltage. What will be the answer? Did anyone solve? Can you please post in the chat box? Just simply scan and post in our chat box so that I'll open now. Rule number 10. Rule number 10. 11. Rule number 11. Rule number 12. Guys, no response from your end. 13. Actually. Rule number 12.
Yes, sir. 13.
13. Yes, tell me. How will you identify this? How can you say this is a positive clamper? Why not negative? What is the trick? Yes, 13. Direction of diode is in upward direction or downward direction?
Upward direction.
Okay, it is upward direction. So that's why I'm saying it as
positive lamp.
Okay. Then what is meant by this positive reference voltage? Which direction you need to check? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Why anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Yes. In order to make this diode as forward biased, which case should I consider first? Negative half cycle or positive half cycle? To make this forward bias, do I need to consider positive half or negative half? So you're not listening properly. Rule number 14.
Positive half cycle, sir.
To make it forward biased.
Yes, sir.
Positive half cycle.
Oh, negative.
Negative half cycle. So it will be negative half cycle. So negative means here it will be negative, here it will be positive. So negative to N side, positive to P side. So it is forward biased. If it is forward biased, short circuit or open circuit?
Short circuit.
Short circuit. So here this path will be shorted. Now what will be the V out? V out will be?
2 volts.
That's it. Plus 2 volt or minus 2 volt?
Plus
Hmm?
only, sir.
Nine.
Correct.
Plus.
It is plus 2 volt. So simply don't get confused. Here positive and here it is positive. Negative and negative. If polarities are same, it will be positive. Now tell me KVL within this loop. Direction of arrow, clockwise or anti-clockwise? Let me change the color.
Clockwise.
Why clockwise? See here.
Anti-clock.
Check the polarity. Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
So if it is anti-clockwise, here capacitor is positive and here it is negative. Now tell me KVL.
Minus VR.
Minus.
Minus.
V. VO.
Minus.
VO.
Why minus VO? Because this path is
Oh,
shorted. You need to consider this branch. Why? Because it is shorted. If it is open circuited, you should not consider. It is shorted now. There is a path for the flow of current.
Minus
Minus
2
2
volts.
volts.
It is minus 2. Next.
Plus VC.
Plus
Okay.
minus VI.
Minus VI.
Equal to 0. So consider VI constant 10 volt. So here VC minus 12 is equal to 0. VC is
12.
okay. So I got V out, which is 2 volt, and VC, which is 12 volt. Is this for positive half cycle or negative half cycle?
Negative half cycle.
So in negative half cycle, I should get output as 2 volt. So let us check. So in negative half cycle, this is negative half cycle. So output should be?
2 volts.
So this is the output. Now you solve for positive half cycle. Positive half. So here positive, here it will be negative, followed by capacitor. What will happen to the diode? Short or open?
Open.
Good. It is open circuited. Next, reference voltage. Positive, negative. Here I'm finding V out.
2 volts.
Now you tell me, should I change the polarity for capacitor voltage or else it will be same?
Same.
Same.
Positive, negative, this is VI. Now apply KVL.
Clockwise.
Yes, correct. It is clockwise.
Minus VC.
Minus VC
Okay,
plus V out
good. Plus
Yeah.
V out.
minus VI
Minus VI.
Minus VI.
equals to
So VC is charged to
12.
12 volts.
12 plus
12.
V out. Input
10.
10.
right. Next, so V out minus 22. V out is equal to 22. This is during positive half. So this is positive half. So output is
22.
22. So here it will be something 22 volt. This is the diagram for
Bias positive.
yes, positive reference and
Positive.
positive clamp.
Positive.
So any doubts with this?
Dosha.
No, right? So others should also respond, because if you won't understand this concept, second unit will be very tough for you to understand. That's why I'm telling again, once again I'm telling. Actually, I've given this as a task for you, but again, once again I'm repeating. Why? Because this is very important concept. First, you should be perfect in writing KVL. Polarity is also very important, and you need to know the conditions. If it is open circuited, what will happen? If it is short circuited, what is happening? These two cases are very important. So rule number 18, can you tell me voltage division rule formula? Rule number 18. Rule number 18. 19.
Sir,
Yes, tell me voltage division rule.
total voltage into opposite resistance by total resistance.
Good. So what's your name? 19?
Sai Charan, sir.
Okay. So clear with this concept, right? No more doubts in clippers and clampers?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The next concept is light emitting diode. So till now we have seen PN junction diode. Next diode that we have seen is Zener diode.
Zener diode.
What is the difference in these two? Why you are
Zener
going for
diode is
Zener diode?
Diodes,
voltage regulation.
Zener diode is
Used for voltage regulation,
good.
and it is heavily doped.
Okay. Difference between lightly and heavily doped?
Lightly doped is less conductive.
less conductive.
Good. Lightly and heavily. So it is used as a voltage regulator. Why can't I use the PN diode as voltage regulator? Why only Zener diode?
Zener diode, it works in breakdown. So
Good.
in
It
breakdown.
works in breakdown region.
Yeah.
Whereas in case of breakdown, here there will be heavy flow of current, so high current, which will damage the diode. So because of this disadvantage, in that breakdown region, I'm making use of Zener diode. Good. Now the next type of diode is light emitting diode. So let us see this. So before understanding this, tell me the group elements, third group elements, fourth group and fifth group. First, third group. Boron. Guys, third.
Boron, silicon.
Silicon. Silicon is fourth group. Silicon and germanium are semiconductor materials which comes under fourth group. Third group elements. Boron,
aluminum,
Boron, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen.
gallium,
aluminium,
indium,
indium.
thallium.
Next, fifth group. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony,
Antimony,
bismuth. Now for light emitting diode, what will I use? I'll do the compound grouping, means I'll make use of third and fifth group elements in order to make this diode. Whereas in case of PN junction diode, I've made use of either silicon or germanium. That is only fourth group. Right or wrong?
Yes.
What is the breakdown voltage for silicon?
0.3.
0.3 for silicon.
0.03.
0.7. Yes, 0.6 or 0.7, anything is okay. For germanium? 0.3. Now for light emitting diode, I'm doing compound grouping. Compound means I'll use one third group element and one fifth group element to those. So let us see what is meant by an LED. When we give electric current to a diode, can it convert it into light? The answer is yes. And such diodes are nothing but light emitting diode. So what do you understand by this? When current is flowing through it, it will emit light. So let us see what is the concept behind it. How light emitting diodes work. We consider a PN junction diode. The construction of diode should be in such a manner that the energy band gap should be more than 1.8 electron volt. What is the energy band gap for silicon? What is energy band gap for silicon at 0 degree Kelvin? Yes. 1.21 electron volt. For germanium? 0.785 electron volt. This is the energy band gap. What is meant by energy band gap? Guys, all the initial concepts are again important here. So there are two bands. First is valence band, next is conduction band. So the difference from conduction band to valence band is called as
energy gap.
This is nothing but energy band gap. So here what is the condition is the minimum amount of energy band gap should be 1.8 electron volt for light emitting diodes. Whereas if you see here, it is 1.2 in case of silicon and germanium it is 0.785. And temperature also matters here. See this light emitting diode, it is almost equivalent to PN junction diode only. Symbol is same, but there are two arrows which are coming out of the diode. This is positive, this is negative. And the change is here this diode is manufactured by using third and fifth group elements, which is nothing but compound grouping. Compound grouping. So a combination of third and fifth group elements are used in order to manufacture this diode. Why it is done? In order to maintain high amount of energy band gap. So at least it should be 0.8 electron volt. Clear till here? So they may ask you in short, like, can you differentiate between PN junction diode and light emitting diode? Can anyone tell me what is the difference in these two diodes? Rule number 5.
Yes, sir.
What is the
Now,
difference in
in LED, third group and fifth group elements are used. In PN, only fourth group elements.
okay. And what is the energy band gaps in
Well,
PN diode and LED?
LED 1.8 electron volts.
1.21 and 1.8.
So this is the main difference. So you need to be perfect with this grouping elements also. So depending upon the energy band gap, so suppose if for 1.2 electron volt or else for 1.5 electron volt or 1.8 electron volt, based upon this energy band gap, we'll get different kinds of colors. So this is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and pink. So different colors we can get depending upon this EG. Depending upon the EG value, we'll get different lights. So let us see how we'll get. So this is nothing but P-type material. This is N-type material. So is it forward biased or reverse biased? P is
Forward
connected to
bias.
positive. Good. It is forward biased.
Forward bias.
Can anyone tell me working in forward bias, a normal P-N diode, how it will work? What are majority carriers in P-type?
Hole.
Is holes.
Electrons. Holes.
Holes,
Minority are
electrons.
Electrons.
electrons. In case of N-type, majority?
Electrons.
Electrons.
Electron.
Minority?
Holes.
Holes.
Yes. Now you tell me the working. Under forward biased, what will happen to the majority carriers? First, tell me only for majority. Will it attract or repel? Positive and positive.
Repel.
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 So they will move towards the depletion region or away from depletion region?
Towards the depletion region.
Towards
Yes,
the
correct.
Away.
It will move towards depletion region in both cases. Clear till here? Now you tell me for minority, they will move towards or away?
Toward,
Away from the depletion region.
depletion layer.
Okay, minority carriers will move away from the depletion region. Now, let us analyze only in case of forward bias for majority. So in case of majority, they are moving towards the depletion region. So what will happen to depletion region? Will it increase or decrease?
Increase.
Decrease.
Decrease. Because they are compressing from the both ends. You can see here, the red arrow mark. It is moving towards depletion region. So there will be decrease in depletion region. So here what is happening is the majority carriers in P-type. So in the majority in P-type are holes and minority are electrons. Whereas the majority in N-type is electron and it is hole. So they are trying to diffuse. Why this is happening? Because of charge?
Charge gradient.
Good. This is because of charge gradient. Because of this charge gradient, what kind of current will get? Drift or diffusion? Two types of
Drift.
currents. Drift or diffusion? Diffusion.
Diffusion.
Diffusion is because of majority charge carriers. Whereas drift is because of minority charge carriers. So the majority in N are trying to enter into the N-type and the majority in N are trying to enter P-type. So this is happening. So because of this, there is charge recombination. So again, they are trying to join. Suppose if there is an hole, this electron enters and it will occupy this empty space. Correct? So this is happening. So there is a concept called as valence band and conduction band. So what will be present in valence band initially? Electrons or holes? Valence band.
Electrons.
Good. Electrons. Valence band is nothing but valence shell. What is valence shell? I think we have discussed
The
all this one.
outermost shell.
Good. It is outermost shell. Suppose for third group elements, how many electrons in outermost shell?
3,
Good.
Three,
So for fifth,
3.
5.
5 electrons in outermost shell. So initially, suppose I'm considering that there are electrons present within this valence band, and because of some external temperature or thermal energy, they will get excited from valence band to conduction band. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Now, what will happen in conduction band and what will happen in valence band? So valence band will
Valence
contain empty spaces now. So they are holes. Why? Because these electrons are excited to conduction band. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done. Now, after some amount of time, so they are nothing but free electrons. I hope you are perfect with the concept of valence band and conduction band. See, suppose if I'm considering this structure, first shell, second, third, and fourth. Suppose if I'm considering for germanium, the shells are S, P, D, and F. So outermost shell is F. This is nothing but valence shell. Because of external temperature, the electrons present in this, they are entering into the free space. So they'll become free carriers. So you can consider this empty space is something which is conduction band. Am I correct?
Sir.
Now, because of some external effects, suppose if this the electron which is present in this free space, again if it tries to fall into the valence band, what will happen? Initially, what I'm doing, because of some external temperature, the electrons are getting excited into free space. After some amount of time, if this electron again falls into the valence band, what will happen? This is the main concept for LED. So initially from valence band, they got excited to conduction band. Till here, you are correct. Now suppose if this electrons fall from conduction band to valence band, what will happen? Here the energy is radiated. The energy is radiated, which is nothing but photon. So E is equal to H into F. Planck's constant followed by frequency. This is the important concept. Here I need to apply external temperature so that the electrons are getting excited to conduction band. Whereas after some amount of time, if this electron again falls into the valence band, there will be radiation in energy. Means it can be dissipated either in the form of heat also. Okay. So this is nothing but photon energy, which is nothing but E is equal to H into F. So here again, this concept is very important. Silicon or else germanium. So here I'm considered for germanium. Suppose if it is silicon, how will it look? Silicon contains how many shells? 3 or 4, depending upon the configuration.
3.
This is S, this is P, this is D. So it requires more amount of energy, right? So silicon requires more amount of energy compared to germanium. Why? Because from D they need to jump into F. D to F, again from F into free space. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Guys, you need to understand the main difference between this silicon and germanium. So here I have discussed this for germanium only. Why? Because here it is atomic number is 32. So once if you write the atomic configuration, you'll get 4 shells. Whereas in case of silicon, there are only 3 shells, which are S, P, and D. So suppose if I apply a small amount of energy, from D the electron enters into F. Again, if I increase the further energy, it will jump from F to free space. This is happening in case of silicon. Whereas if you see for germanium, directly the electrons are present in F shell, which is nothing but valence shell. Again, if I try to increase the temperature, they will move from F into free space. Yes, Devika, can you tell me what is happening if an electron falls from conduction band to valence band? Electron is falling from conduction band to valence band. What will happen? Yes, Samyukta.
The energy is radiated.
That's it. The energy is radiated. So here E is nothing but H into F. Energy is radiated in the form of photon. This is photon. Clear with this concept because this is a small concept. See, once the electrons are getting excited from valence to conduction band, after some amount of time, they'll fall from conduction to valence. So because of which energy is radiated. This is nothing but emitted photon, which is nothing but emitted light. A small concept, no more changes. Same as p-n diode only, but there's a concept of energy dissipation, which is nothing but emitted energy. This concept, energy band diagram for light emitting diode. This is the energy band diagram for light emitting diode. So it contains valence band and conduction band. Initially, electrons are present in valence or conduction.
Valence.
Okay, why they are getting excited to
Valence.
conduction band? What I'm doing?
Because of thermal.
Temperature.
They are getting excited to conduction band. So here they become
Empty.
Empty.
Holes.
So here now I'll get electrons. After some amount of time, if the electrons fall back again to the valence band, what is
Valence
happening?
band. Energy is emitted.
That's it. This is a simple concept. Energy is radiated in the form of photon. So this is nothing but energy band diagram. This concept is very important for 5 marks. You may get sometimes for short note also. If you see the pattern of our question paper, there will be 1 to 10 is nothing but SAQs, and again from 11 to 17 LAQs for final exam. And this 17th question is nothing but short note. So here you'll get 3 questions, something like this, A, B, and C. You need to write any 2, and each one carries 5 marks. So under this category, this LED falls. So LED mostly, according to all the question papers which I've seen, they are asking LED under short note. So be perfect in order to explain this concept. Everything is same, but once it falls from conduction band to valence band, energy is radiated. See here, energy E is nothing but H into F. What is H? H is
Planck's constant.
H is Planck's constant. What is F?
Frequency.
Frequency of photon.
Frequency. Suppose if frequency is more, what is happening to E? Is it directly proportional or inversely proportional?
Directly.
Directly. So if frequency increases, energy
Increases.
increases. Suppose if frequency decreases, energy
Decreases.
So what is our condition? Should energy band gap E should be more or less?
More.
Be more, because depending upon this energy band gap, we get different lights. I mean different colors will get. So this concept is very important. E is directly proportional to F, where F is nothing but frequency of photon, means it is nothing but that's a frequency with which it is falling from conduction band to valence band. See it here. If we want to view the light, the frequency of photon should be at least equal to visible light frequency. So let us see what is the visible light frequency. Note, this is an important condition. Energy band gap should be at least 1.8 electron volts. That's why we can't manufacture light emitting diode with either silicon or germanium. That's why we are going with either third or fifth. I mean compound grouping of third and fifth group elements. Clear with this concept? Why we are not using silicon and germanium for manufacturing a diode, which is LED?
Yes, sir.
Yes, guys. No issue, right, with this?
Yes, sir.
See, again, I've given the entire explanation for this, how diode works. When PN junction diode is forward biased, this leads to decrease in depletion region. You know this condition from PN junction diode. So here the working of LED is only in forward bias condition. Next, the majority charge carriers in N-type. In N-type, the majority that you know is electrons. So they are moving from N to P. Again, the majority charge carriers in P-type, which are nothing but holes. They are moving from P to N. So this is a general thing that will happen under forward bias because of charge gradient. So because of this, electrons and holes are getting recombined. So recombination takes place. Now the electrons present in the conduction band recombines with the holes in the valence band, thereby radiates excess energy in the form of photon. That is, the electrons which are present in the conduction band, if they fall from conduction band to valence band, energy is radiated in the form of photons. This is nothing but a light. The region from which photons are coming out, we will cover it with a dome. It is made with such a material that when photons strike this dome, we use such a material which will emit light. So here this is the concept. Till here everything is same. This portion I am covering it with a dome. So dome is nothing but this is the outer shell. This is the outer shell. Inside you can see this diode. This is the inside diode, whereas this is nothing but extra shell, which is nothing but a dome. So here I'm covering this depletion region with a dome. So once when the photons strike this dome, energy is radiated in the form of light. Clear? Everything is same, but simple concept is I'm covering this depletion region with a dome. So once if it strikes the dome, energy is emitted. You can see this also. Inside portion is diode, and this outside portion is nothing but a dome. So how we'll get different colors? What is the concept? How I am getting different colors?
Temperature.
No, not temperature. It's
Frequency.
yes, it depends upon frequency, which is directly proportional to energy band gap. These two concepts are very important. It depends upon the frequency as well as energy band gap. See, these are different lights. So semiconductor which is made up of gallium arsenide. Gallium arsenide. Gallium comes under third group or fifth group? Gallium
Third
Third group.
arsenide.
fifth group.
That's why I'm calling this as compound grouping. If I'm grouping third and fifth group, I'll get one color. So what is the color that I'm getting is infrared. So here, this is the infrared. This is made of a semiconductor material which is compound grouped, that is gallium arsenide. And wavelength, I think you know this, lambda is nothing but C by F. F is frequency, lambda is wavelength. Lambda is wavelength. C is nothing but velocity of light. What is velocity of light? 3 into
3 into 10 power
3 into 10 power 18 or 8
9.
8.
8.
meters per second. 10 power 18 meters per second. So this is infrared rays. So here VF, which is nothing but energy band gap. So here it is 1.2 volt, whereas it should be at least 1.8 volt, so that I'll get a red light. Energy band gap should be at least 1.8 volt. Suppose if it is 2 volt, I'll get this amber color. Suppose if it is 2.2 volt, I'll get yellow. If it is 3.5 volt, I'll get green. If it is 3.6, I'll get blue light. If it is 4, I'll get white. So therefore, simply depending upon the energy band gap, I can get the light with the different colors. Clear with this? And check the material that I'm using. Gallium arsenide. This is gallium arsenide phosphide. Gallium arsenide phosphide. This is gallium arsenide phosphide or else gallium arsenide nitride. So simply they are nothing but third and fifth, which are compoundly grouped. Compound grouping. Clear with this concept? Everything is same. Simple concept is falling from conduction band to valence band. And again, I'm covering with the depletion region with a dome. These are two extra points that you need to add. And energy band gap also matters here. So rule number 14, can you tell me why I'm not using silicon or germanium to manufacture light emitting diode? Rule number 14.
Sir, because both of them are I mean, like they are using PN junction diode.
Okay, that's okay. Why can't I use for LED?
Sir, because in LED we have to use compound.
Yes, compound grouping, that is also okay. You're not telling the important point. Why I'm not using silicon or germanium?
The energy gap is
The energy
Yes.
band gap should be at least 1.8.
That's it. Whereas in case of silicon, it is only 1.2. For germanium, it is 0.785. That's why I'm not using silicon or germanium. You might get this for 2 marks also. Why you are not manufacturing the diode with silicon or germanium? Why you are going only for compound grouping? This is the important thing, energy band gap. So I hope you are clear with this. So what is biasing? Bias. Applying
external
potential.
biasing is nothing but applying external potential. So let us see this diagram. So here this is nothing but voltage, external series resistor followed by light emitting diode. So it will emit light under forward bias or reverse bias? Forward bias. So that's why I have connected positive to positive, negative to negative. Now the current direction will be something like this. And if you write KVL, can anyone tell me KVL? It is positive, here it will be negative. Positive, negative, negative, positive. KVL within this loop.
plus Vs
Okay.
plus Rs.
RS.
Why RS? V equal to I into R. If I want to find the current IF, suppose if I'm considering this loop current as IF, so I should write like this: IF into RS, okay, plus VD minus Vs is equal to 0. Is it right?
Yes,
Voltage is nothing but I into R. I'm considering all the voltage. See, this is the voltage, this is voltage. So that's why I need to write voltage is something which is I into R. Now if I want only IF, this will be Vs minus Vd, correct?
Yes, sir.
So IF is nothing but Vs minus Vd by Rs. This is nothing but a biasing a diode. So mostly you are getting confused with KVL. So try to solve some more problems in your ECA. Okay, so that it will be very easy for you to solve all these problems, and it will be very useful for you in solving clamper problems also, because in the exams you might get some of the problems based on clampers. So here IF is nothing but, as you know, it is forward current. Vs is nothing but supply. Vd is nothing but voltage across the diode. Rs is nothing but series resistor. Okay. What is current limiting resistor? Where you have heard this term? Current limiting resistor. In which concept you have seen this? In
Zener diode.
Yes, in Zener diode you have seen this concept like current limiting resistor. If it wants only 6.2 volt, the rest everything will act as drop across this resistor. So again, all the concepts will be same once if you are perfect with the basics. So what is biasing?
Applying
Adding external
potential.
voltage.
That's it. So will diode work under forward bias or reverse bias?
Forward bias.
That's it. Diode works only in forward bias. Next, the voltage drop is nothing but it is the amount of voltage wasted to overcome the depletion region barrier. So what is the barrier voltage for PN junction diode for silicon? VB. It is
0.6 to
0.6 to 0.7. That's correct. So it is nothing but the voltage across the diode should be greater than this voltage so that it will act either as short circuit or else open circuit. Whereas if you see here, the voltage drop of LED is in the range of 2 to 3 volt. Whereas for silicon, it is nothing but in the range of 0.3 to 0.7. Once if this diode is on, we need to replace it with 0.7 in case of silicon diode. Whereas in case of LED, if it is on, it should be replaced with something equivalent to 2 volt or 3 volt. So the minimum input should be greater than this range. I mean, it should be greater than 2 volt or 3 volt. Whereas in case of silicon, it should be greater than 0.7. For germanium, it will be greater than
0.3.
That's it. This is the important concept. So therefore, to operate light emitting diode, we need to apply greater voltage than silicon and germanium, as shown here. It should be only range of, suppose 1 volt is also okay for this. Whereas for this, at least you need to apply 4 volt, which is more compared to a normal PN junction diode. So light emitting diodes consume more energy than silicon or germanium diode to operate. This is the case. Why? Because if I am applying more amount of voltage, there will be more drop across this, more drop, which is nothing but in the range of 2 volt to 3 volt. Whereas for silicon, it is in the range of 0.7 or 0.3. I hope you are clear with this concept. So you try to learn two concepts parallelly, PN diode followed by LED. And these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of light emitting diode. So what are the advantages that you have seen? In order to get different colors, what I need to do? Yes, in order to get different colors.
Increase the voltage.
Increase the voltage, which is nothing but increase the energy band gap.
Energy band gap.
For if energy band gap is 1.2 volt, I'm getting some amount, one color of light. If it is 1.5 volt, I'm getting different color, 1.8, so on till 4 volt. So depending upon this energy band gap, I'm getting different lights. Next, the brightness of the light emitted by the LED depends upon the current flowing through it. If more amount of current flows through this light emitting diode, I'll get more light. If more current, I'll get more light through it. Hence, the brightness of LED can be easily controlled by varying current. So this current can be controlled by means of external voltage, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Current voltage is directly proportional to current. So this makes possible to operate light emitting diode display under different ambient light conditions. So depending upon this voltage, that is depending upon the energy band gap, I'll get different colors. Next, light emitting diode consumes low energy. Next, LEDs are very cheap and readily available. So depending upon the rating, you can get different LEDs. For just 2 rupees, you'll get one LED in the market, if you see. And it will be very light, small size, longer life, and it operates very fast. But the main thing is it should be compoundly grouped. Third and fifth group elements should be used. And LEDs do not contain toxic material like mercury, which is used in fluorescent lights. So this is an easy diode to manufacture also. Just simply exposing that layer to the dome, and once photon hit the dome, I'll get light. And LEDs can emit different colors of light. So this simply depends upon EG value. Then what is the disadvantage that you have seen? What are the disadvantages of light emitting diode? First
It
thing,
needs more power
More power.
why more power?
because the energy band gap should be more.
Okay, if energy band gap should be more, applied voltage should also be more. Okay, if voltage is more, current will be more or less?
More.
More.
Less.
More. Why? V is directly proportional to I according to Ohm's
Proportional
law. What are the formulas for power? V into I?
I square by R,
I square by R.
I square by R or I square R?
I square
I
into
square
R.
I square R.
Next, third formula.
V by
V square by R. Suppose if voltage is more, current is more. If you multiply it, I'll get more amount of power. So that's why it needs more amount of power to operate. That is the main disadvantage with light emitting diode. Next, what are the disadvantages that you have observed? Yes, guys. One of the major problem is power. Next, what is efficiency? In rectifiers you have seen that it output by input. So this range is very low for light emitting diode. So output is low even though we are giving high amount of input. This is a major problem. So suppose if this is something like this, 1 by high means it is 10. So obviously the output will be low. So that's why efficiency is also low. So efficiency can also be called as gain. Gain or efficiency both are same. Simply it is nothing but output by input. These are the two disadvantages with the light emitting diode. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the last type of diode in unit number 1 is photodiode. What is photodiode? So in light emitting diode, the symbol is like this. So this is normal PN diode. Whereas if it is LED, light is emitting. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, if you consider this photodiode, it will absorb the energy. I mean, it will consider the external light, which is nothing but photon. It will absorb, and based on that, current will flow. Whereas in case of LED, because of the current flow, it is emitting light. So it is completely vice versa. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What is happening in LED? Rule number 14.
Energy
Because of flow of current, it is
Emitting light.
Energy is emitted.
next for photodiode. Because of emission of light, means because it could consume the light, current will flow. Clear? This is a small change with
Yes,
photodiode.
sir.
Rest working will be same. And at the same time, LED is working in forward bias or reverse bias?
Forward.
Forward
Forward
bias.
bias.
Good. It is working in forward bias. Here it will be reverse. This is a small change. Let us see. See, the diagram is different. In LED, it is emitting, whereas here it is absorbing. And this is same, positive, negative. So a photodiode is a PN junction, or it can also be called a spin semiconductor device that consumes light energy to generate electric current. So it will consume the external light so that current will start flow. Whereas in case of light emitting diode, because of flow of current, light is emitted. Next, it is also sometimes referred as photodetector, photosensor, or light detector. Next, photodiodes are specifically designed to operate in reverse bias condition. This case is very important. What is LED? It is working under
Forward bias.
forward biased. Zener diode?
Reverse bias.
Reverse.
Reverse bias. How will it work under forward bias? Zener diode under forward bias. Will it work or will it won't work?
It will not work.
It will work, but
It
the
will
working
work.
is same as normal diode only. But the main important case is as it is functioning as a voltage regulator, it will work effectively in reverse bias
Break
case.
down
So
region.
don't get confused with this term. Okay, so everyone will be confused with the Zener diode only. So I hope you can compare all these three diodes. In that previous questions also, I've given you the comparison of PN diode, next light emitting diode, and next is photodiode. So once if you understand all these concepts in serial manner, it will be very easy for you. Next, photodiode is very sensitive to light. So when light or photons fall on the photodiode, it easily converts light into electric cell. I mean electric current. So I hope you know about this solar panel, right? Anyone? Do you know about
Yes,
this?
sir.
So what will it do?
Yes, sir. It will
It's
take
heat.
light and then it gives energy.
It will give.
Current.
That's it. So where you're using near traffic signals, you can see this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
They are
Railway
making-
station.
Apartments also.
Yes, in apartments also they are implementing now.
Apartments.
So simply based on light, we'll get current. So this is almost similar. And where you have observed this photodiode? In which application? So here in banks, you can see that counting machine, right? Which we use to count
Yes,
notes.
sir.
Yes.
So there you can use this photodiode. So let us see where we shall use this in next slides. So till now, you should be perfect with these three concepts. What is PN diode, what is LED, and what is photodiode. What is PN diode? Quick revision. It will work under forward bias.
Both
Forward
forward bias and
Both.
reverse bias.
Okay. LED.
Forward.
bias.
Forward bias.
What is happening under LED? Because of flow of current.
It
The flow of current it emits
converts to
light.
light.
Current.
Good. And it is made of which materials?
Third group and fifth group.
Third and fifth.
Current.
Right. Photodiode.
It works under reverse
It consumes
bias.
extra energy to generate current.
That's it. So I hope you are clear. But the problem is I'm hearing only 2 or 3 voice. So I got familiar with Tanvi, Devika, Samyukta, and Vamshi, I guess. And others should also respond. Next, how photodiodes work. See, I've compared all the different diodes here. A normal PN junction diode allows a small amount of electric current under reverse bias condition. So reverse bias condition, it will start working. Next, to increase the electric current under reverse bias condition, we need to generate more minority carriers. So let us see this case now. Better, I'll draw the diagram separately. So suppose if I'm considering a PN junction diode. So initially under no bias, there is depletion region. So what is the working? Reverse bias or forward bias?
Reverse bias.
So P should be connected to
Negative.
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 This should be-
N should be connected to positive.
yes, quickly. Next, majority in P,
Holes.
Holes.
minority.
Minority electrons.
Electron.
N-type majority electrons.
Electrons.
Minority holes.
Minority holes.
Yes, because of this reverse bias, what will happen? For majority, attract or repel?
Repel.
Attract.
Repel or
Repel,
attract?
sir.
Attract.
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 So they will come towards this position. Here also negative and positive, they are getting attracted. Now, what will happen to minority?
Repel.
Repel means they are moving towards depletion region. They are moving towards depletion region. So because of which there will be some positive here. Here it will be negative. So from positive to negative, there will be electric field. So electric field is in this direction from positive to negative. And tell me this phenomena. If electrons are moving from left to right, current will be from
Right to left.
Convention right to left.
right to left. Natural current
Same as left
Same
to right.
as
Left to
this.
right.
left to right. So till here, I think you know this is under reverse bias condition. Okay, now minority carriers. So these are nothing but minority carriers. So reverse bias, minority charge carriers. So current is because of minority or majority?
Minor
Minority. So can I call it as
Minority.
drift current or diffusion current?
drift current.
That's it. Whereas in case of LED, it is forward bias. So it is because
So
of majority.
carries. So
Current
it
is?
is diffusion.
So I hope you are perfect now. So there exists a small amount of minority current. Now, suppose if I want to increase this excess amount of minority carriers, suppose if I want to increase this minority current, I need more number of minority charge carriers, correct?
Yes. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for that, what I'll do is I'll emit some amount of light within this depletion region, only within this depletion region. If light emits, so that what will happen is it will generate more amount of minority charge carriers. So let us see how will it happen. So if this is the depletion region, suppose let us consider for p-type. For p-type, third group or fifth group?
Third group.
group.
Third group. Suppose if I consider the structure, it will look something like this, the atomic structure. So here one empty electron hole, next followed by 3 electrons, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For n-type, which group?
Fifth group.
So it is donor or
Fifth
acceptor?
group.
Donor.
Acceptor.
Donor.
Donor. So how many electrons will it contain? 5 or 4?
5.
4 are present here and 1 is excess amount of electron. Till here I think you know. Okay. So better let us
Yes,
draw
sir.
it in series. Here only I'll draw. So there is extra amount of electron present. Now suppose under neutrality case, suppose this electron goes and sits within this empty hole, it will become something neutral. This p-type material will be neutral state now because it is completely balanced. Because it contains only 4 electrons, so it is balanced. Now because of this emission of this light on the depletion region, now within this depletion region, the structure will be something like this. It is in neutral state. Now because of this light, what will happen? It will break this covalent bond so that the electrons which are present in the outermost shell again becomes free electrons. Correct? Guys,
Yes, sir.
But can you repeat?
better I'll repeat once again. So what I'm telling is under depletion region. So first this is p-type, this is n-type. P-type is nothing but third group, whereas n is fifth group. This is tri, this is penta. Till here you know. If I consider that entire structure, it will contain 3 electrons followed by one empty space which is hole. Why? Because p-type trivalent. So I'm considering boron. Okay. Now under n-type, suppose I'm considering phosphorus or arsenic. Outermost shell contains
5
4
electron.
valence electron where 1 electron is free. Correct? That's why we are calling this one as donor. And here we are calling it as
Acceptor.
okay.
Acceptor.
I hope you are clear till here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now because of neutrality, suppose for them to become neutral, this electron is going and it is occupying this vacant space. So that this is in neutral state now. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 electrons are present in the outermost shell. Why? Because fourth group element should contain only
4
4
valence
electrons in valence shell or valence band. Anything is okay. So now these are present within this depletion region. So this contains something like this. Multiple, which are immobile. Clear till here at least?
Yes,
Again,
sir.
I'm merging the two concepts of P and N. Now, as I'm saying it as a photodiode, it will absorb external light energy. Because of light energy, what is happening is once this light strikes this electron which is present in the valence band, this will break it and it will become again free electron. So that this structure becomes something like this again. Again hole followed by 3 electrons. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these are nothing but the excess free carriers which are nothing but minority charge carriers. So now let us go back to the diagram. See here. Initially I'm operating it in reverse bias direction and because of this emission of this incident photon, the neutral, so initially under depletion region they will be neutral. Because of this photon, it breaks so that this becomes free electron and the structure becomes something like this again. Suppose for one photonic energy, if I got one free electron, suppose if I incident 10 photons, how many free carriers that I'll get? 10. That's it. For one photon, I'm getting one free carrier. For 10 photons, I'll get
10.
10. For 100 photons,
100.
100.
so simply I'll get 100 charge carriers. So charge carriers are nothing but what are minority in n-type?
Holes.
Minority in n-type,
Holes.
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 Minority in p-type?
Electrons.
Electron.
Electron. So you can
Electron.
see this is nothing but an electron. This is nothing but an hole. Now can I call it as electron hole pair generation or recombination? Two concepts. Generation, recombination. See it here. Suppose initially valence band contains electrons. Because of excitation, here I'm getting hole, here I'm getting electron. So this is nothing but electron hole pair generation. Okay, till here at least. Now what is recombination? Once if this electron falls again back into
Valence band.
from conduction band to valence band, this is nothing but recombination. These two concepts are important. Once if it is excited from valence to conduction, it is nothing but generation. And again from conduction band to valence band, I'm calling it as recombination. So here initially it is something like this. So because of this photonic energy, it is becoming like this. Hole followed by 3 electrons and 1 electron. So here you can see electron hole pair generation or recombination here.
Recombination.
Recombination.
Generation.
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 So this is nothing but generation. Suppose if initially it is like this, hole followed by 3 electrons. Now if this electron is going and sitting in this vacant space, then I call it as recombination or generation?
Recombination. Recombination.
It is occupying that empty space. Occupying is nothing but combining. So I'm calling it as recombination. Whereas because of this photonic energy, if it is getting excited into the free space, it is called as generation. I hope you are clear with these two concepts. Very important. Generation
Yes.
followed by recombination. So that's what is happening in this. So suppose if this is the amount of depletion region, if I'm emitting photonic energy, if I get only one minority here, one minority here, that is one minority in n-type and one minority in p-type. Suppose for 2 photons, I'll get 2 minority carriers in n and p. Suppose if there are 4 photons, I'll get 4 minority in p and 4 minority in n, correct? So simply
Yes.
depending, one photonic energy will generate one minority carrier in both n-type and p-type. Suppose because of 2 photons, I'll get 2 minority in n-type and p-type. In the same manner, depending upon the photon. So energy of photon is nothing but E is equal to h into f. This is one photonic energy. E is equal to 2 into hf, 2 photonic energy. E is equal to 4 hf, 4 photons. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So if there are more number of minority carriers, current will increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase. So electric field is something in this direction. So that's why this photonic energy is converted into electric current because of this minority charge carriers. I hope you can understand this now. Clear, or else you want me to repeat once again? So better let us revise all the diodes in parallel so that you'll be very perfect now. So only 4 diodes which you have seen. Chalo. PN diode. PN diode working is
Forward.
Forward
Forward
bias
bias.
and reverse
Bias.
bias.
in forward bias. Which current will get? Majority or minority current?
Majority.
Okay. Current because of
Minority.
majority.
Minority.
Current because of majority.
Diffusion.
Okay. Because of minority.
Drift.
Drift.
So as it is diffusion, they are getting recombined or generation? Recombined. Why? Because I'm pushing the majority carriers towards the depletion region. So obviously they'll get recombined, right?
Yes, sir.
Here parallel. there is no
Generation.
concept of generation here. Why? Because I'm not incidenting any photons on this p-n diode, right? So there is no concept of generation. Only recombination will happen under p-n diode.
PN.
Next for Zeena, you tell me. Under forward bias, it will work as Zeena
Normal
diode.
diode.
Good. Zeena diode is same as normal diode. And till certain portion of reverse bias, Zeena diode will be off. So here this is the graph.
Then
Forward
take it
bias.
down.
So till this portion also it will be work as p-n diode only, but it is in off position. In breakdown,
It will be on.
that's
It
it. Zeena
operates.
diode is on. It operation takes place. This is nothing but breakdown region. So we are done with p-n diode and Zeena diode. Now, two diodes, LED. Symbol. Will it emit light or absorb light?
Emits.
Emit light.
Emit
Emit.
light. Why it is emitting? Because of flow of
Electric current.
electric current. Is it forward bias or reverse bias?
Forward.
Forward.
That's it.
Forward bias.
How will I get different colors?
Because of more
Because of the energy
gap.
gap.
Energy gap.
Depending upon energy band gap, I'll get different colors. What is recombination? Falling from
Electron moving from conduction
The
band to
electron
valency band.
that's it. Falling from conduction band to valence band is nothing but
Valence band.
conduction band to valence band is nothing but recombination. What is generation?
From valence band to conduction band.
That's it.
From
Conduction
valence band to conduction.
Valence
Well.
to conduction band, it is called as generation. So this is nothing but LED. Now you tell me for photodiode.
Reverse bias.
It consumes external energy to generate current.
Absorb or emit?
Absorb. Absorb.
Absorb.
Absorb forward or reverse?
Reverse.
Reverse.
Reverse bias.
Reverse.
So I hope you know the concept of generation followed by recombination.
Recombination.
So here minority current or majority current?
Minority.
Minority.
Minority current. So I hope you are perfect with all the four diodes. Once if you are perfect with these four diodes, it is very easy. Okay, the simple concept is you need to understand these regions, I mean groups, elements, you need to be perfect. Why I'm going for compound? Where I'm going for compound grouping? Under LED, photodiode, PN diode, Zeena diode.
LED.
That's it.
LED.
LED, I'm going for compound. What is compound grouping?
Using third
Combining
and
of
fifth group
third and
elements.
fifth.
So I hope you can understand the concept now. No more doubts, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of photodiode. You try to go through it. And I've told you that application of photodiode is nothing but it is used in counters, which is nothing but in counting machine. Counting machine which is used to count nodes. How will I count? This is a depletion region. Suppose if this is a dome, here I'm incidenting light, and here suppose if there is a node. Once if it is counting is nothing but one by one, it will, I mean, blocking the light. So here if there is a node, light gets emitted on this node. Again, this node goes down and next node comes in. And again, once again, this light hits that node. In that same manner, you can count the node. Node 1 is counted, once light is incidented, next second, third, so on, fourth, till 100, depending upon the requirement, which will get displayed on the LED on counting machine. So counting is simply done by the emission of light on this nodes. This is nothing but one of the example of photodiode where we are using it in banking sector. And in some malls also you can see while some person is entering and light is emitted. So it counts that person as 1. Again, if next one starts entering, it will count it as 2. Depending upon this, you can count the number of persons entering into the room or going out of the room by simply the concept of emission of light on that person. So with this, we have finished unit number 1. If you are having any doubts, let me know. In which concept you are facing problem, let me know. So that we shall discuss it once again now. Yes. So let me ask some random questions now. Rule number 3. Rule number 3.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain me the working of Zener diode? Yes. Just give us a summary, no problem. Why I'm going for Zener diode, even though there is a PN diode, why there is a need for Zener? Rule number 8.
Yes, sir.
Breakdown, sir.
Yes. What is the formula for barrier voltage VB? VB. Yes. Rule number 7. Rule number
Sir.
7. What is the formula for barrier voltage VB?
During our lab sessions.
Sir.
And if anyone having any problems, they can
Not.
keep it in the chat box so that I can use it reason also. Okay, any other student done any mapping circuit, please
Rule number
share
14.
them. I will be waiting for
What is the formula for VB? VB, barrier voltage. KT by Q into
ln into na nb by ni square.
what is Ni?
Intrinsic
Intrinsic carrier.
carrier concentration.
What is Na? Na.
Acceptor
Yes, acceptor concentration. What is Nd?
donor concentration.
Okay, what is K?
Boltzmann constant.
Boltzmann constant. What is Q?
Charge.
Charge of an electron. What is the value? 1 point?
6 into 10 power minus
1.60 into 10 power minus 90 coulombs.
And what is thermal voltage value?
26
26 millivolt.
millivolts.
Millivolts. Any more doubts? Because others are not responding. Only I could see 3 to 4 voices because I got more familiar with those voices only. Rule number 29. Rule number 29. Please raise your hand. Or else I'll mark absent. Rule number 29 is left. 28. Yes, is there. 29. 28. Please raise your hand. 28. So I think he is not there. I'm marking absent for rule number 28. Rule number 26. Please raise your hand. 26. There. Rule number 25.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 23. Just simply raise your hand. 23. Done. 30. Rule number 34. Rule number 30.
Yes, sir.
Rule number 30. Raise your hand. Rule number 5. Forty-four. Rule number 44. So 44 is not there, I think. Absent. Rule number 1. Rule number 1. Raise your hand. Okay. Rule number 1 absent. Rule number 3. Rule number 3. Done. Rule number 4. Okay. Rule number 6. Rule number 6. Rule number 6 is absent. Rule number 7. Done. 8. Rule number 9. 9. Okay. Rule number 13. 13. 14. Rule number 14. Done. Rule number 15. 15. So 15 is absent. 16. 17. 19. Okay. Rule number 20. Done. Rule number 21. Okay. 26. Rule number 26. 26 is absent. 28. 28. I'm marking 28 as absent. Done. So guys, I've added one more tab here. If you see, please try to fill that form. But I'll show you. Here, go to Teams, and under Teams, Unlock Electronics, and here I've attached one feedback form. You try to fill this. Unlock Electronics Unit 1 feedback form. So better try to fill this by today. If you're having any doubts, let me know, guys, now itself. In unit number 1. Tanvi, any doubts in unit number 1?
No,
Tanvi?
sir. No, sir.
No. Devika? Samyukta?
No, sir.
Okay, then in the next class, let us start unit number 2. So better try to finish that assignment. All those I've gathered from the previous question papers. So better you try to write either in a piece of paper, if it is in the form of document also okay. Anything is okay, no issue.
We will write in document, sir.
You will write in the document.
Yes.
Okay. If anyone wants to write in paper also, it's no issue, because last time many of you have not submitted. So better try to write at least this time. Or else if you get
Okay,
0,
sir.
again there is no point of changing the marks, because once if I assign the marks, I can't edit. Okay. So I
Okay,
hope
sir.
I'm not given the break for 10 minutes, so I'm ending.
Thank you, sir.